If you find yourself heading into a season where you're going to be isolated and alone, it's probably time for that. And you know deep inside of you, got to pull away from everybody and just get a deep reset in your life. Hey, welcome back to Uncivilized Rebirth. Here's a place where I share parts of my life, lessons that I learned, and some deeper work that helps you navigate the world. I'm glad you're here. So, everybody goes through this phase in life where most of your friends and social network just kind of pull away, or you pull away, or they fade away. Let's say, for instance, when you're single, hanging out with your single friends, then you get married. Oh man, all my single friends are gone. Or you're in a singles group. When your friend gets married, they are gone. Their life changed. Seasons like that happen. And that can happen when we go through growth periods that subconsciously we push ourselves into. Because we can know that there is a version of us out there that we want to be, that will live the life that we want, but we aren't that version yet. And so subconsciously, we isolate ourselves. We may push people away, or people may pull away. And you look around all of a sudden one day, nobody's calling. You don't have any plans, no events, no birthday parties, nothing. Just open schedule, you and time. What do you do with that? That's a great time to really embrace the freedom that you've just been given. Now you can go to the drawing board and really analyze who you want to be. And as you enter this period, I want to share with you some insights that I gathered through my hermit mode or isolation period. About 6 years ago, I went through another life-altering event, and I found myself with maybe one or two friends and starting from scratch. Everything that happened was on me. Time to build a new life. I didn't know where to start. I was at ground zero. And that's where you're supposed to be in these situations. Looking back, it would have been great if I had sat down in those early days and created a plan of who I wanted to be on the other end of this. Don't give it a time frame. It needs to be open-ended, because when you're ready, you will step back out of your hermit mode. You'll know. Pen and piece of paper. That is powerful. That right there, that's gold. Plan out what you'd like to learn. What are some new skills that would really benefit this new version of you while you're in your metamorphosis? You are a caterpillar. You just created your chrysalis or your cocoon, and now you're about to start changing. But the universe has a code or a set of instructions that are there already for this caterpillar to reform everything internally and turn into a butterfly. But here's where you become the creator of your story. You are the one that is meant to create that code, create that structure. What is your butterfly going to look like when you come out of this period of time where you're going to change? Because whether you plan on the change or not, the change is going to happen. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse, or you could stay exactly the same. Which one of those options do you want to pick? It's all on you. So giving yourself a roadmap, a structure, these are the characteristics that I'm going to create within myself. These are the skills that I'm going to learn. These are the way I'm going to handle my emotions. When I say these, it's like these different options and categories of your character. So, are you emotionally unstable currently? Give yourself grace and ask yourself, what do I need internally to become emotionally stable? Do I need to read some books? Do I need to meditate? Get some counseling? Put myself in emotionally challenging positions to condition myself and train my emotions? Or maybe just sit with them. Allow yourself to feel all that while you're by yourself. Allow yourself to be sad. Allow yourself to be dark, depressed. Allow yourself to be happy, angry. There's a whole gambit of emotions that maybe you've been running from. And this is the perfect time to explore those and sit with them. Because if you never sit with them, never really truly feel them and experience them, then you kind of don't know what to do with it. Those are things that you'll try to avoid. Look at emotions as wind in a sail. They billow up into your sails and kind of tell you what way to go. The wind can destroy a bunch of stuff, and it can push a bunch of stuff also. So those big emotions can destroy things around you. So you run up and you just break stuff with your anger. Or it can give you fire or fuel to take action. It's like, oh, I need to go, let's say something like go to the police or get a lawyer or start on this project. I've always quit projects that makes me angry. You know what? I'm going to use that as fuel to finish this project. That could be an area that needs to be explored in your life during this time. So create this roadmap. Look at where, I wouldn't say deficiencies, but what are areas you haven't learned that you want to dive into? Get your roadmap. Make a plan, and then daily execute. Look at the bigger picture on the end. Be like, okay, here's where I'm going to be. Here's where I start. And here's the actions I'm going to take. Hello, fan. That does feel good, having a little AC kicking on. So, you have your end result, and then you do your back planning. Where do I need to start? And with that, structure out your days. Because if you're in isolation now, no one's calling on you, checking on you. Nobody's coming through your house being like, hey, make your bed, do your chores, fold your laundry, take the trash out. It's that simple stuff. So go ahead and structure your days. Okay, this is what I do in the morning. This is what I do when I get home from work. These are weekly tasks I do. And then you start getting some discipline and routine. Because it's easy to let things pile up when you're by yourself. Now that you have your end goal, your daily routine, now start building out how you're going to do your learning and how you're going to structure these things you want to work on inside yourself. And set benchmarks. Like in 6 months, I want to be this or know this. In 1 year, I want to feel this way internally. And then you have goals to work towards. And these goals that you achieve will be seen by the world when you come out. And you will have strategically planned who you want to become. And you will utilize this time in such a way you will realize it was one of the greatest gifts that you ever received. Roadhouse Spiritual Horde.